Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another recording of Hearthstone. So we have a quest here where we have to play 10 cards that are combo cards. When I come over here and type in the word combo, C-O-M-B-O, you can see that it's only rogue cards that are combo cards. No other class even has any, unless there's something in crafting that I'm missing. Nope, it's all rogue cards. So when I go over here and look at my rogue decks, I have this pirate deck where this card, Eviscerate, is a combo card. And nothing else. So that would be really difficult to play, particularly if I have to actually activate the combo thing. If I look at the Wild Rogue, I have a Death Rattle deck, which I don't really want to get rid of because I think it actually kind of succeeds every now and then. So the thing to do here is to get rid of the standard mage. Mage is at level 60 and I'm not going to play it anyway, so just delete that deck. That deck is now gone forever. Like, there's no undeleting that, just to make a new deck. So I'm going to go ahead and make a rogue wild deck.
If you make a wild deck, you can only use it in wild games.
Let's see. Apparently I can make any of these classes. So again, we're just gonna start playing combo cards. Yeah, this one, this one. Let's see. If they're combo cards, they should be the low tier ones. Let's see, deal 4 damage. Take these two. That one. I guess I just need them all, don't I? So there's every combo card possible. This one is called Recombulator, so it has the word C-O-M-B-O in the name, but it's not actually a combo card, by the way. So that leaves me 8 more cards to pick. So what do we choose? If I find that, let's see. I would in general want things that are less likely to, like, that would lower the cost of these cards so I could play them more. And I need that one card from the newest expansion. What is it? Karazhan. If I can find it. Here it is. That guy. And then maybe Barnes. And then all cards. And let's just play some general things. This guy is probably pretty good to play, and some deadly poisons are probably pretty good to play. And then choose a minion, make 3 copies of it. That's probably a good card to play too. Or I could have played the coin. Actually, let's get rid of Gang Up and instead take the cut first. And that's about as much as I'm gonna get. So custom rogue, now let's go play it, and we may very quickly get all 10 cards played and be done with that quest. But next time I get that quest, I kind of need that. So when they kind of opened up the possibility of having 18 character decks, it was, I felt like that was something Hearthstone was doing nice for us, so we can make 9 standard decks and 9 wild decks. Now that we have this new quest system, these new quests that are going to make us make even more custom decks, then
you're not that sharp.
That kind of, again, is forcing me to only play wild. I can't imagine I would only play standard. So next expansion, I very well may just have a list of, well, I need a combo deck, I need a battlecry deck, I need a death rattle deck, I need this kind of deck, I need that kind of deck. Also, it is worth mentioning, because of the fact that these quests requires us to play cards, that might be easier than wins, but it eliminates, probably in a very good fashion, it eliminates the ability to start a game and then walk away from the game and just hope that the opponent gets frustrated and rage quits, and then you get a victory that way. Which, that has not ever really been a winning strategy, but it is something I have certainly been guilty of trying.
What you got?
Simply as a time management tool. I'll play 5-10 games, not make any progress. I'll start a game and then go, oh, well, I've got something better to do, or I've got to go take care of something, so I'll just walk away from this game and see if maybe that'll get me that victory, and it doesn't work. No. But, so, it's probably a great thing that more quests are getting away from that, and we don't have to try to struggle for victory, since the game is designed to make the game, to make itself so balanced you only win half the time if you're playing really as strategically as possible.
None may steal our secrets.
It's kind of where you see the silliness of the fact that they shouldn't have announced the
Victory for Sylvanus.
Here we go.
Arena stats that they're going to do each month, because we're going to quickly see that it's either the same people every month winning, doing the best in Arena, or it's going to be really random people doing well in Arena. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit of both. I guess consistency would be nice, because if it's always Crypt, if it's always Cryptonian that plays like 500 games of Arena a month, we did last month at least, then that
Here we go.
helps a little.
This guy's toast.
So I'm playing these combo cards, but I'm not comboing any of these combo cards, so I don't know if I've already done enough. Do I need to play a couple more? Or if I made no progress at all? It's hard to tell. Of course, the other issue here is I don't have a ton of other things to talk about. I have 3 topics that I want to get done with really quickly. So I played 3 combo cards. Alright. So I didn't activate 3 combos. So if I could just stay in one game long enough, I think we can get this done. And this is I believe a 50 gold quest. So easier to get that money.
Versus Uther.
Then I have to get back to playing
With honor.
Watch
Battlecry
your
cards.
back.
But there is something to be said about not having to actually win any victories at all in this recording session. That is a nice idea. Another nice idea would be to work my way
The legions I command.
through Pinball FX and be done.
Legions.
And I need to do a reevaluation, as I always do. So this card and then this combo.
Yeah, beat it.
After Pinball FX, I need to do a reevaluation, but I may very well only have one thing I actually need to record at all for all of December, and then I may be right into January, and that would be nice. And then if I start recording Skyrim, I need to record some other things too, and before then probably. And even if I start recording Skyrim though, that has to be pushed off in its release. Like I can't do Skyrim the day the Skyrim remaster comes out and just start playing. If I could, then I guess I could push the Pinball FX recording far into the future. I mean, maybe. I guess that's what a normal YouTuber would do. I would just push things. Let's see.
This is our town,
Cha-ching.
You looking at me?
Job's done.
So yeah, I guess that would be the real thing. The right way to do it is just start playing Skyrim and push the Pinball FX. If with those two combined, you're talking potentially 6
Well
months
met.
of those two series. And if that does become the case, then that almost is, well, for all of the year of 2017 or half of the year of 2017, we're going to just decide to to not really have that much on that time slot.
Here we go.
Which would be fine. My time slots have grown and grown and grown. Way out of control. I only have maybe 6 more months of the Lego games, and then I have a great point to stop playing kids games, but then I don't have a kids time slot. There's almost certainly 3 more years of Pump Adventures if I try to do them all, which I almost certainly will.
We are the sword in the shadows.
Here we go.
So that's certainly
Job's done.
Get down!
I'm not going anywhere. The Hearthstone time slot, it's hard to get away from Hearthstone. As soon as my channel gets more views for something else, I would love to get away from Hearthstone. But I don't know how, because also Hearthstone is the blog series, and yes, I am running out of things to talk about, but I wouldn't talk about news at all. I would almost certainly have to make a different series in which I talked about what's happening on news, and it would be probably a little bit more to date and probably a lot more boring too. It would, because my opinions on news and my news reporting it tries a little bit not to even have opinions on it, so it's not that unique. It's the evening news can be done on every single local TV channel for a reason. It's just repeating the same thing that the Associated Press gives them. Or maybe it's more accurate to say the Associated Press gives press releases to the big news departments of ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, and then they give their news stories directly to the
Victory for Sylvanus.
Directly to
Here we go.
the local news stations. So it's all the same. And so I don't even know. There'd have to be some other card game that I'd be willing to play. Otherwise, I'm playing a clicker game and talking about the news, and that's stupid. And then I'm like so many other YouTubers, not every other YouTuber, but so many other YouTubers who's playing Counter-Strike Go, as they're talking, or they're just playing footage of them playing Counter-Strike Go over and over again. And I'm like, oh man, let's try to be a little bit more professional here and have some value there. Usually, when somebody's talking over the Counter-Strike Go footage, they're not even showing a full game. They're just showing sped up like loops of something. Here, at the very least, you could mute me if you want to.
Feed the fish, landlubber. Show them no mercy.
+1 health.
Give that minion a turn to get ready. Here we go.
Let's see. Well, I've lost, but I think I've done what I was meant to do. So, yeah, so the Hearthstone time slot's not going anywhere, probably. And then the big AAA time slot of games, I can't really replace that. There is a great argument to put Skyrim in the big AAA time slot, but if I do that, then I've probably don't have enough time for the goal of doing. So we're done with that. Oh, and I played some Battlecry cards then too. So now I only need 10 more Battlecry for this one and 75 Battlecry for this one. So let's then just delete this now, and let's just see who has the most Battlecry cards, and we'll just speed up this whole process. Who do I want to play with that has the most Battlecry cards? Hunter? Maybe Mage? Maybe I could make a Mage Battlecry card deck. That seems like something that would be helpful, because we did just delete the Mage, and I believe it was a standard Mage. So let's try this. And so then we can kind of replace it. Alright, so these two. We control secret. So secrets, spells, damage 1, spells, Alright. So that's 16. We'll put a couple of these in here too. Let's see. Do you really need the Acidu's? Probably not. Put that in there. Do you need to draw a card? No. Let's see. The owl could work well. We'll throw that in there. Give your opponent 2 bananas. Sure. That one's a spell related one, so that one is probably a decent one. This one, this one. That one, probably not. Could take that one, that's a decent card. So we don't have the best of a deck here, but it satisfies what we're looking for, I think. Cthulhu. Cthulhu technically a Battlecry deck. So standard Mage. Let's, I guess we could play it ranked, or we might as well. Let's see. I don't know if in the next 10 minutes we're gonna be done or not. And that'd be funny if we're done in the next 10 minutes. I haven't talked about any of the things. I've been talking about everything else. Yeah, I really don't know what in my AAA time slot is the next thing to play. And there's still a lot of small independent, like, Steam games I want to play too. There's a lot of catch up I want to do, but there's also a lot of funding issues still. Like, it may seem like at points it may seem like it's viable to buy one $60 game each month and then several like small independent things, and I guess that's true. But if I started going down the list of Steam small independent games, so many of them would be so bad. So many of them would give me only one spotlight video. That it isn't unreasonable to budget like $300 just on a month's worth of small independent things. Because if you go, well, maybe $250 would be more realistic, because if you have 25 days you're going to record videos for, and you just assume that each one of those videos is only going to be an hour-long spotlight, and each of those games are going to average to $10, then you've got $250. Now, in the same month of that $250 budget, and this is a really high budget, this is a budget that you would love to get if your accountant isn't going to cut your budget, or your boss isn't going to cut your budget. If you have a boss that's trustworthy, and he says, look, I'm going to give you a $250 budget each month, and everything you come under each gets you a bonus or something, but that budget's never going to get cut. And that's the weird thing, is that that's not how budgets ever work. Sadly, if you come under, they cut it. If you go over, they raise it. So you get rewarded for going over a budget and punished for coming under. But I suppose, since I am my own boss here, I could budget myself that $250 each month, and almost certainly most months it would be far below that. But that would be my general idea. In that same month, though, in this theoretical most expensive month ever, there may be another $180, even maybe $240 of AAA games. Because if there's 4 $60 games, or 3 $60 games with another $20 worth of DLC in them, that for some reason I would have to buy right then and there. I don't know why, but
you wanna blow something up?
There you go, that worked nicely. So you're talking 240 plus 250, you're talking almost $490, almost $500 in this most expensive month. And that's just for games. And right now what I'm having problems with is I'd really love to get the 960 Evo Pro. It's not even out yet, but it is a new generation of technology, and it is 4 times faster than what I have right now. Having a hard drive that is 4 times faster than what I have right now cuts probably most loading screens into a quarter as long. And they're not super long now, but they are there. And that is the #1 thing I would say
Can
that,
I light your fire?
Still needs improvement on my computer and computers in general is the hard drive access speed, particularly considering files are getting bigger, 4K textures, 8K textures. All of that requires more loading, faster loading. So that is definitely something I'd like to improve on. Now, in comparison, the 32 gigs of RAM I have is probably not an issue at all. I'm probably perfectly fine with that amount for a long time.
Dead or alive?
5 terabytes of backup hard drive space, as long as that hard drive doesn't fail, is good backup space. But right now my 256 gigabyte Evo, whatever it is, SSD, I don't know what it is. I think it may be well, I'm thinking about getting an 850 to replace it, which is going to be the same speed but twice the fast. But it's also half the price, nearly, of the 960 Pro. And then, so, like, the other issue is the video card. Putting a 1080 or Titan X in there would be very helpful. It just would. It's a sad statement, but my 970 is not good enough, and even I don't think getting a 980 is the right move anyway.
You want it? I got it.
So yeah, I have to also, I probably want to get a 1080. That would be the next step. That would be one generation ahead and one tier above, because I have a 970 now. It would be ridiculous to go get a 980, even though it's cheaper. I don't want to do SLI. If I could bump it up even above a 1080, that would be nice.
Go ahead.
If I can wait and get a 1180, that would be great too, but I don't know if I can really wait that long. It's gonna be the budgeting certainly that stops
Want it?
stops it in progress.
I got it. I'll get 'em.
I hope I'm playing enough Battlecry characters here. I'm afraid I'm gonna start winning too much here, because I still have a decent amount of Battlecry characters to play, but I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. Let's quickly. I'm in a weird position here, aren't I? I have 3 topics to talk about in 3 minutes. And I haven't covered any of them, so I guess I just won't unnaturally force it. I may just leave these topics. Anyways, they're not even super, like, pertinent to talk about. Anyways, so I may just leave them and cross out everything else, and maybe next recording session. If we get all the things, we'll just gamble here. If we get all the quests done in this recording, that'll be the end of this recording session. If you control secret deal, right,
We have many secrets.
0. Secret.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
There we go. That's a cool one. Excuse me, you're on fire. Two more battle cries that I can play next turn. And see, I'm not so far ahead that he should quit, but he may. Doesn't even really matter if he does quit. Too much. If I could get really, really ahead, I could do like a Skyrim, like, weekends. 4 hours of Skyrim on Saturday and Sunday. I don't see a reason to do that too much though.
My shield
it seems
for Argon.
like you could, on the same level, just release something during the weekday. Everything seems to really die on the weekends. as everything dies down, everybody takes a break. Twitter, Facebook, all that. It seems to pretty much not happen on the weekends. So I don't see why I would do that. If I was going to do something on the weekends, I think I've talked about this before. It would probably be what I would do is I would have somebody else make content for me that would be willing and like to play something like FIFA and the sports games, and then from those play those sports games and play a really long game on the weekend. So say you're a football fan or soccer fan, whatever sport, and they probably would just go seasonally that way. It's like if it's football season, I'd ask them to play football games that way, and then that might turn things around in an interesting way or bring in some new audiences. But that new audience would almost certainly not be that interested in my other footage.
Sometimes I forget things.
I played that in the wrong order. I could win right now, by the way. He's only at 4. I could have done this card. I'm trying to play Battle Cries. It doesn't even matter if I win. He'd have to hit me at least twice. Unless he can do, it looks like about 5 more damage, 15. He'd have to do 3 more to get to 18. So he'd have to do 7 more damage. I guess I should just drag this on along. An attempt here. We go back card. And battle cry draw. And we'll just kill this guy. And this guy. And this is certainly going to add to the weirdness of playing Hearthstone, because you will be just playing against people that don't even care about winning on certain levels. Particularly on casual, it's just going to be more and more people saying, nah, I don't care. So do I want to do this? I guess I do.
My shield for Argon!
Turn. Of course, next recording session I may have 3 quests that say play something completely different than Battlecry.
I want to cast a spell.
Alright, here we go. Turns a minion into a 1/1 sheep. Let's go ahead and do this one.
The spirits be restless.
End the turn there, I guess. So I have several more cards I'm still trying to draw from. Knows I didn't have to build this deck also in Hearthstone Deck Tracker. That whole thing is totally gone now.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Like, it's totally not an issue. Hearthstone Deck Tracker does at least a decent job of automatically detecting it, which makes it so much easier. I can just build a deck and be done with it.
Let's
Hopefully
negotiate.
Hearthstone deck track is shown. It's still kind of iffy, and I have to be careful about not recording nothing or the wrong thing. So he's trying to
A new acquisition.
Reporting for duty.
Right. Battle
We have
cry.
many secrets.
This one. This one.
Here
This
come
one.
the end.
End of turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yeah, 6 maybe. I might very well just let this person win.
One shot, one kill.
Although this is a ranked game, so I should snatch victory from him. I really should. So this is 3. I really should just take victory, but I'm going to end the turn. Because we know if I can go one more turn, if he can't take out 1 extra damage with this card, then that will give me 1 more play of the card. This will be interesting. He's won unless he kills himself. Unless he kills himself. Interesting. That's strange. But he's won anyways. Because of this card. I'm surprised he didn't win it any other way. So we went 8 minutes over our 30-minute now average. And we still got some battle cry mentions to play. It is quite the quest, I suppose. Quite the quest. We still have 35, 31 more battle cry things. So when you get something like this, even if you had a deck full of 30 battle cry cards and you played every single card in your deck, you're still going to have to play 3 games. So this is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game quest. Even if your goal isn't to win. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.